Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And for today's vlog, I am very happy to announce that finally, after almost like 2 years of waiting after the application, I finally got my permanent residency. Yay! I got a email from IRCC last March 21, and it was stated that my permanent residency is approved. So I was very happy to receive that email, because imagine how I go through to come to this journey, guys. So I mean, it's like 5 years in the making, ever since I came from here in as all you know from my past vlogs, since I started, that I came here from Cyprus when I was working in Cyprus from 2018, and I work here as an in-home caregiver, or a home support worker, which is not really my journey as a caregiver here in Canada is not that good. I mean, I went through hardship for all of this, but at least, finally I could say that it's all worth it. Well, I'm gonna be sharing you guys, for those who are waiting, especially because I know there are some caregivers who are waiting for their who applied also, and they're waiting also for their with the results. Okay, so in my time, when I applied as a caregiver here in Canada, basically you will applied only for your working permit to come and work here, and then later on you need to gain your 24 months experience here in Canada, and then after that you could apply for the permanent residency. So it was really a bit hard for us, for my batch, rather than the new caregivers now, because when they apply now, automatically they're gonna get their they can apply for their permanent residency. They don't need to wait for the 24 months whatever experience. And actually I don't know, I'm not sure yet, but they say that they could actually have at least 1 year of experience and they could finally get their PR. I don't know, because I haven't read yet a lot today. I've been very busy, guys, with my job and with my personal life, of course. And then I've been doing still actually I actually have a part-time today. I'm off today, it's Saturday, but I have a part-time job with accountant. But then I'm gonna need to do this quick blog with regards to my permanent residency application that was already approved. So without further ado, I'm gonna give you my timeline with my application. So first, I applied it in May in 2021. It was actually May 3 that I sent it to the through post. I didn't do it online. I did it by email, mail post, so through Canada Post. And then they received it by May 7. I received like a letter stating that they received my no, it was May 7 that was delivered, that it says, like, from Canada Post, that it was delivered. And then Thursday, May 27 in 2021, I received an email from the IRCC stating that I received that they received my application, and then they actually sent me a temporary application number. And at that time, that was 27. So I sent it May 3, May 7 they receive it. Then automatically in May 27, 2021, I received their email stating that they received my application and they give me a temporary application number. And then next was, it was Wednesday, July 21, 2021, that I received again an email from the IRCC indicating that my application has been received and in queue for review. So they give me again the temporary application number, blah blah blah, whatever. So, and then after July 2021, I didn't hear anything. It was like nothing at all. And then in the next year, June 2022, like that's like after a year after. So in July 2022, I received July 14, 2022, I received my eligibility letter. Then they asked me also a request of payment for the right of permanent residency, which is I already paid actually, but then I still paid for it because it says maybe there were like adjustments through it. So but they eventually gave me back to my bank account my bank account the whatever that I paid, that is that it was more, so they give it back to me. But then, as I said, I had to pay for it because it was stated in the letter that I need those. And then they also asked me for what was it, the certificate of clearance, which is from Singapore, because as you will know, I went to Singapore before to work as well as a caregiver, and I was there for a year or 3 months, like that. So I needed again to get that certificate of clearance, which they sent me actually a letter that I needed to send it via online to the Singapore whatever police clearance. So I'll just gonna put it in my in the screen, so you will see what I am talking about. And then after also that, they also asked me for additional documents like my birth certificate, INESO birth certificate. Actually, I did submitted those two because they asked me, I don't know why. And then they asked me for the medical exam as well at that time. That's all in one in June 14, 2022. And then so next is in June 15, 2022, I received again a letter from them, and it was my open permit. So it was like a day after when I received it in June 14, the eligibility letter. I received it in June 15. I received my open permit. So that means I'm open to work with any other employer at that time. But I still keep my job. Like, I didn't plan to go any other work on any other employer, to be honest, by that time. And even now that I got my permanent residency, I don't plan to work with any other employers for now, since I have other goals to do after this. Anyway, before we go through that, I also received my pre-arrival letter. Although I am already here, they will still gonna send you about that. And then okay, as I said, I paid online, like I think I paid 500. How much I paid? I paid 505 Canada. Okay, I paid 515 Canadian dollars on June 18. That was for the they asked me for the right of permanent residency, which is I already paid before. and I told you that they give me back my money later on. And then I also applied for my COC in Singapore online. It was approved. The appeal was approved. It was in 2022 June 23, and also did my medical exam and submitted other documents. And then in October 12, 2022, I'm sorry. I was like in a hurry actually, because my time is like I have a work around 10:30 with the accountant, and now it's already 9:20 something, so I have to be on the bus stop by 10. So I'm just trying to do this before I have to go, because I'll be busy later on and I don't have time to do this. And I'm so excited to share you this, guys, about my permanent residency. And I know there are also other caregivers who are waiting for their final decision as well as of now. So I'm sharing this timeline for them as well, so they would be aware, like, because the waiting time it's such it's not a really a good feeling to wait for like as I said, I waited for like almost 2 years, like at being 2 years, it's gonna be 2 years in May, and now it's like March, right? So yeah, let's go back to the October 12, 2022. So I received another letter asking for an updated form, which is the additional family info, the IMM 5406, and Schedule A background declaration IMM 5669, which I actually submitted. I did submitted it both online and paper. Yeah, that's what I did, online and paper, just to be sure, of course, just to make sure that everything you're doing is like you're doing it right. So why not do both of them? And then I submitted it October 17, online and paper. And then as well as my what do you call this? I'm lost. Yeah, I mean my Singapore certificate, the clearance certificate, whatever. So with the help of a friend who were in Singapore, it was quicker than I did. So thank you to that friend, Tol. I have my friend in Singapore still. She's the one that I actually when I was in Singapore, when I was working in Singapore for a year, I actually found a part-time job in there with an Indian family. Like they were looking for somebody to take care of a granny, of their granny. So I have a friend who were also it's like my best friend, or my like a sister to me, or a brother, whatever. So she was in the Philippines at that time, in Manila. So I told her that yeah, they, you want to come to Singapore, they're gonna do all your paperwork and whatever, so you didn't have to worry anything. So yeah, that's how that was the story. So I helped her to come to Singapore and work to Singapore, and now she's helping me with my certificate of clearance. So it's really good sometimes like that. It's nice to have a friend, who knows that always on your back. So and I have a lot of those friends. I can't just count them, I guess. So I'm blessed and I'm thankful for that. So fast forward, it's 2023. And I was like hoping in January they're gonna email me a letter saying that I was approved. But there's no email. February comes, nothing. I was like, okay, before end of March, and I wouldn't hear anything from them, because since it's gonna be like almost 2 years, and the timeline, I know the timeline for that when you applied, it's like 24 months, but it's like almost 24 months already. So I was like worried, like did I do something wrong, like with my application, whatever, like you're thinking too much, whatever. So what I did, I did nothing. I just waited patiently. Like it would really test your patience. And well, eventually I didn't mind of thinking. I was actually thinking of the other, if you remember my blog from I think when I went the last blog that I had, I was doing something in the computer. I was gonna apply for a TRV because my TRV, my visa already expired, and that if you don't have that, you cannot go travel and come back here in Canada if you don't have. And I was like, what if there's like emergency, like emergency reasons, who knows, like your family back home or whatever, that you need to go, and how do you gonna come back in Canada without your visa? So I was like trying to apply that online, and I was like I was actually last Saturday. I was like actually very, very. I was having my flare ups. So it was not that good, but I did try to do something with the computer, and I was like my patience was really, it was really bad. It was really bad, I would say. And then I said like, yeah, well, maybe God has plans. That's why He didn't let me want to do those papers last weekend. And then because it was like Saturday that I did, and I end up didn't do anything at all. And then I somehow in March 21, that was, what was the date, Wednesday or something, yeah, Wednesday or Tuesday, I don't know, forget the date. But I know I was still in flare-ups at that time. I wasn't feeling good. A little bit of pain makes me very sensitive. I had like my teeth sensitivity. I'd started that in the after lunch, and then that sensitivity enough for me to get all my energy. Like I was at work and like doing my job, but then because of that sensitivity, it makes me feel like I was already having flare-ups since Saturday, and then I was better that day, but because of the sensitivity, it makes me feel more weak, and then my energy goes down. And then suddenly, well, I was lucky at that time because the daughter of my client was there, so she was helping me. At some point, we have the OT and some other vendor because we have to do renovations for the elderly. In order for her to have, like, in summer, we're preparing her for summer so she could go out, do the lift or the ramp, whatever, with the wheelchair. So, well, anyway, let's go back to the topic. So at that time, I was not feeling good, and then I suddenly opened my email, and then ta-da! It was like from Residency. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Like, I was like, I hope this is it, this is it. I was like trying to read it, like, oh my god, let me see, and then it says like, oh, your application for permanent residency was approved. I was like, oh my god, this is it, yes, finally, yeah. So that's how it is. I get approved, and now it's I'm so happy because after that approval, of course, I can do anything that I need to do. So I had to get right away when I get my approval. They send me some portal. I'm gonna put on the screen so you see me, you'll see, I mean, those what I'm talking about. So they send me an email with a portal that indicating what I need to do, and then I have to to confirm my permanent residency here in Canada. And then after that, after the confirmation and all, after March 23, yeah, I received it March 21. So March 23, I received the electronic COPR. So I received it, and then right away when I received it, I applied for my permanent SIN number through online, because it's important. Like, if you, because it's gonna update your status here as well in Canada. Because like we have SIN number, but it's not permanent. It's based on our status here in Canada. So now since I got my PR, I could use the eco PR to use it for applying my permanent SIN here in Canada. So I was so happy about it, and that was the story. Yeah, and like if you ask me what's next to me, what am I going to do after receiving my permanent residency, I have lots of plans, guys, believe me. And I'm just happy that I received my permanent residency, because I feel like I can now go on with my plans. And I know I have mentioned before that I graduated practical nursing back home. So I am now trying to do my like to get a license here, of course, in Canada. And it's been changing. The CNO, I mean the College of Nursing here in Canada has been like, there's a lot of changing, which is I feel lucky. I found also a friend who helped me to go through this process, applying in CGFNS, doing all my paperwork. And I'm so happy also for a friend back home. I'd like to mention his name, Makmak. Thank you for helping me going to the register for like for a year now. Oh my God, it's been like a lot ever since I started my getting my paperwork for my permanent residency. He's been helping me as well to do those paperworks, and even applying for the CGFNS. And so what does the CGFNS means? It's for the nursing profession. So I'd like to get back to my profession, hopefully, but I'm not sure if I could work for hospital or nursing home, since you know my health issues. Although I'm trying my best to be normal, and of course I am normal, of course. I mean, like my body, I guess it's my body. It's up to be my, like, whatever I'm going to do with my life now, it's gonna be up to my body, because I cannot be someone who's gonna work and just make my body, like, my body needs a rest as well. So I might be getting, who knows if I could get the license, who knows if I take the exam, the NCLEX, and I would just pass for for one take. But because my brain now is like, imagine I graduated 2007, yeah, I don't even remember, see. So I don't know if my brain will work for first take I would pass, or maybe I need the second, a third, or a fourth. I don't know. So let's just hope and pray that everything will go well in the end for me. I really hope so. I'm hoping. But for that, like in the future, I actually don't really know if I could still go on working in a hospital, or maybe I'll just gonna work with this job, since I love this job. I love taking care of elderly. I might do, but not gonna be like a live-in. Could be I'll just do 8 hours a day, or could be no night for me, no night duties for me, only daytime. So I could choose. So I have a lot of choices now, because I get my permanent residency. So we'll see what's gonna happen next. So I thank you guys for still here and being with me, following me, and watching my videos since from the start until now that I get my permanent residency. You are still there, guys. Thank you so much for the support, and I hope I could share more videos for you guys that could help you, whoever who wants to come to Canada, or whatever it is, to inspire you all, guys, to do things that you need to do in your life, that you want to do, whatever it is. I'm hoping I could do more. And I'm gonna end this video because it's almost 9 already, and I need to, was it almost 9? Yeah, or my watch is like, okay, never mind. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you will keep watching all my videos, and like my videos, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and click the bell notification button to notify for more video updates. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you all. Mwah. Bye.